Hello and welcome to our 9th Parent Talk Chat with Annie. Today's topic is a little bit strange, but a very important lesson. And just a heads up that sometimes humor is the best way to deal with situations. And the best way to learn a lesson is when we're having fun. So your child comes home from school or from the playground crying. And they're just saying, and you can't figure out why. It takes a little while. And finally they say, Randy called me stupid. And so you reply, you're a car. And the child says, what? What? And you say, you're a car. And the child cries some more. And you say, you're a car. And finally they kind of stop sobbing and say, what are you doing? And you said, I'm calling you a car. And eventually the child says, I'm not a car. And you say, exactly. But you're not crying about it. I called you a car and you're not crying. So if someone else calls you stupid, and you know you're not stupid, you don't need to cry about it. The important thing is you know you're not stupid. You know you're not a car. And what's the most important thing isn't what other people say about us. There are always going to be people that say things about us that we don't like or are untrue. What matters is how we think about ourselves. And as parents, we can help our children develop that inner sense of who they are. We get a lot of those cues from other people, which is why other people saying you're stupid makes you think, well, maybe I am. But we need to help them learn that they have to start with themselves and do that evaluation and make those decisions. There might be sometimes somebody calls me a real slob. And maybe if I'm honest, I am. But then does it matter to me or not? And if it doesn't matter to me, then I don't need to be upset about it. And if it does, then there are things I can do to change it. But it's about me. It isn't about if they care if I'm a slob. It's about if I care if I'm a slob. I realize there are some other discussions that can happen and need to happen later on around some of these names that people get called and around bullying and all sorts of other things. But this is one technique that can be used in amongst a whole bunch of other ways to deal with this that help your children learn to trust themselves and their own judgment about who they are and not always depend on what others say about them and accept it's true. Our strength isn't in controlling others. Our strength is in controlling ourselves. So, just a reminder, sometimes humor is the best way. And so, are you a car or aren't you?